have to trek through the desert to get to it here. I'm not exactly in my hiking shoes and boots. I'm falling. It's all good though, because I'm super excited to finally get a turtles cab. It doesn't look like it's in the best condition, but beggars cannot be choosers. That's probably the only way I'm gonna get one, so there you go.
Games.
There is a question though that it may not actually be a turtle cab. He hasn't looked at the board, so I might get there and be terribly disappointed, but we'll find out.
Here in my game room right now, my Melvor is passed out drunk.
Oh, that's
Wait,
fine.
can you say that again? When a bin isn't being freaking
My
dragged?
Melvor. You'll see. When you meet Brian, you'll know.
Your
He's like a
Melvor
mixture.
is what?
He's like Melvor and Dodongo had sex, which is creepy. But,
A little bit.
I ain't lying. He's passed out.
So I'm kind of curious if this thing even works or not. So we got to fire this thing up. Just satisfy. So I have no idea if this thing's gonna work, but we got to fire it up and see.
That actually, when you guys went out to that arcade thing with the Dodongo,
Yeah.
he broke the canvas down in the back. We were supposed to be at that. We were gonna drive all the way out with like a 22-foot truck. That shit never happens out here.
Yeah.
There's no arcade auctions in Arizona.
You're already thinking or have thought, well, if I run across another arcade, this is the one that I would like to have. I went up to freaking Free Play up in Denton the other day. 4-stick NBA Jam, 4-stick Turtles in Time, 4-stick Simpsons, and I'm thinking that one. But then you run across other ones like Tron that are freaking cool just because of the way they light up. Now, seriously, if I ever build a house, I'm going to have me like a legitimate, like I probably won't have a shit ton of them, but I would have some arcades and like air hockey, and that'd be dope.
This is the part where it falls apart when we're moving it.
It's like that, like a cartoon, like the sides go off at once. And we just put the monitors like standing.
We're just like, well, see you later.
The monkey's spinning on an axis as we leave.
Where I'm going to put it when it's all said and done, I have no idea. But you know the old saying, it's better to have a Turtles arcade and not have anywhere to put it than to have somewhere to put it and not have the arcade. So I'm subscribing to that theory there, and I'm just happy to have it.
If we get a little rain, it's better to get it on the top than all this stuff, you know? Not that it's gonna matter a whole lot.
You're thinking because we're driving towards the rain, it's gonna...
Well, if it's gonna get wet, and if we run into rain, then I'd rather it rain on the top.
Wait, it won't fit lying down? You're gonna have it upright?
No way. No way. No, what I'm saying is laying it on this side. This is the bottom.
Oh, so you plan on pulling it back and lifting it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
The buttons and stuff, you can get the buttons and the encoders and stuff cheap. It's gonna be the vinyl graphics that are gonna cost the most.
I know,
I
but
don't
you
look
guys
at
are,
it.
because you guys are genuine, you know? Like, you haven't sold your soul. That's why, like, why the f*** hasn't your show been picked up? Like Netflix. Why aren't you on Netflix? Why haven't you ever been on, like, one of those stores?
The problem with all that, they'll try to change you and make you find things that...
But you already did your homework. You edited all those episodes based off of American Pickers and Storage Wars and everything.
Yeah,
It's
well, I mean,
already
it's
done.
different with TV. With TV, they're not going to tolerate us going out and not finding anything because time is money. So we can get away with doing that and
but
wasting
there's an
our
audience
weekend.
now. How many people are into collecting? TV needs to shut up and just listen.
Can we go down and look at it? I haven't even looked at it. Like in a minute. Yeah. All right, so Billy picked himself up a Ninja Turtles cabinet. Is it 4-player?
Well, if he ever needs a place to stay, that's like Eric's size.
Yeah.
But no, I've got a queen bed and I got a pretty big couch out there. So you guys, I know how it is to save like that $65 on a hotel room, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Or 200 on the way here.
Yeah.
We got extorted.
Just arcades in general. I think that's why I'm such an arcade nut. I mean, I definitely love retro games, and that's a part of me. But there's something about going into like a Tilt arcade in the mall, which there's no more Tilt arcades. Tilt arcades were always in the most craziest spots too. It was like there would just be this hole in the floor of the mall, and you would just go down to the basement, and it would be just nothing but pitch black, black lights, dinging bells, neon lights, and just all the video games all the arcades that you could ever want to play. Ever. And you never had enough money. That it didn't matter if your parents gave you $100. 15 minutes later, it was gone. It just poof.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty much all I have.
Where'd you get the cabinet? Where'd you get all of them?
We found the arcade machines like way out near this like dirt mall that I like to call Hepatitis Flea Market.
Why do you call it that?
Because you feel like you can get like hepatitis out there. It's freaking dirty, but those are the best places. Because those guys probably don't even own cell phones, and they're not looking it up on eBay asking for factory sealed buy it now prices.
I got a turtle. And then when I said how much, that's when you just blew your load. For free. Like, that was you. That was you. And you can't even say it. You can't even say it. Yeah, that's you.
I literally only texted you because I knew you would appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You like the arcade.
Yeah. No, if you knew I would have appreciated it, you would have taken a picture of where before it was in the truck. But you're like, I'll pull it up to these mountains and be all inconspicuous.
I didn't think about having.
I was sitting there looking like, I'm like, okay, here's a black Dodge truck and some mountains. Like, he thinks his truck is cool. And then I'm like, wait, what the I like blew the picture up. I'm like, that's a cab in the back bed of his truck. I'm like, what's the cab? And then he's like, nah, turtles. It ain't nothing.
I stopped and took a pic because that's when I initially thought, oh, it'd be cool to take some pics because we had stopped. I was getting B-roll for the video. And so we stopped there and I was like, hey, you know what? This is a cool shot. I might as well get a pic of it.
My cool truck with the mountains in the background with a Turtles arcade cab in the back bed. And fucking stick your head in doo-doo. Yeah.
Is that me? What's my impression of me?
No, I got this Turtles arcade cab for free, Chris, and it's in the back. You see all these beautiful mountains, and we're out here enjoying ourselves. And where are you at? You're at work. That's you. That's you. It's okay. It's okay. Next year, Southern Cal Retro Gaming Expo. I'm gonna be there. I'm fucking coming.
It obviously needs some work. This wood all needs to be replaced. In fact, it probably just needs to have its guts put into a new cab with a new monitor and just all jazzed up like that, because this wood is very bad. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it, but if somebody says here's a free Turtles cabinet, you don't say no. You just take it and then you figure out what you're going to do with it afterwards. So I am at the point where I'm just going to get it home and then figure out what I'm going to do with it afterwards. But at least I have it, and I'm stoked.
Billy built this arcade cabinet up to be really cool, and I'm not saying that it's not eventually going to be really cool, but right now it looks like it was found on the Titanic recently.
So now all I got to do is get this thing home, and hopefully it's not going to get rained on, and hopefully it's not going to fall apart, because this wood looks like it's going to fall apart. Both woods in the car. In fact, there it is. We're on the side of the road right now, and it's just chilling there in the back. So. Oh man, please let this thing stay in one piece. So apparently there has been the painting over this thing, this original paint, just like the N64 cabinet apparently. Only problem is that this was painted on wood. This ain't coming off, so who knows what was underneath it.
It's kind of flaking on the other side.
All right, well, at least curious to know what it was.
I mean, I'm seeing yellow and red. That's not turtles.
Definitely not.
Very good, Billy. Very good. You that was a good score. You got it on camera. I can't wait to watch this episode of how you get a free Turtles cab, but it's still not a 4-stick. I'll have a 4-stick. I will fucking have a full-size 4-stick Turtles in Time. It will happen. Mark my back at you. But that's pretty good for free. But you know, and I know in your heart of hearts, when you sent Turtles, that's exactly how you said it. Turtles. Because you knew it would piss me off.
So Billy went and bought a freaking Turtles arcade cabinet, which is really cool, and it's gonna be on his show Game Chasers. You have to watch it. It's what he paid for it is stupid. And now, because I'm so committed to helping him create his show, he's leaving me in the middle of nowhere. I could die out here. well, I could probably hitchhike pretty effectively. But I'm gonna try and get a shot of him driving past with the mountains, and I'm now realizing he's probably gonna drive past pretty quick here, so I should hurry up and actually, I'm gonna do it from here, right here, before he turns around. Okay, I have to go and do this. If I miss it, it's longer before I can pee. So now I'm really hoping he actually comes back and picks me up, because he kind of drove pretty far down there and he still hasn't turned around. I'm not kidding. I don't even know if he can turn around down there. I could be stuck here a while. We didn't figure that part out. Still don't see him.